That was definitely a best Oscar picture contender. Holy shit. What's going on, guys? The Box Office Bookie is back with another video. Just got back from watching Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. I just want to give my opinion on the movie based off what I saw. I can honestly say this flat out. This is definitely in Christopher Nolan's top 3 filmography. I was blown away just by the sheer fact of there was literally not much action at all for a 3-hour movie. Maybe 1 or 2 scenes of action. For a 3-hour movie with only dialogue, there was no drag at all in this film. Every scene was very important to take in and indulge in the life of J. Oppenheimer, the maker of the atomic bomb. I just felt like it was very compelling from beginning to end. Everything involving his backstory was very much a necessity in what it needed to convey to the audience throughout the whole movie. Christopher Nolan, probably one of the best directors of our time, and current directors in Hollywood, definitely gave everything he could on the table for this movie. It is an absolute powerhouse of a film. The ensemble: Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, Josh Hartnett, pretty much everybody. I want to say the guy from the Santa Claus who plays Bernard, he's even in the movie, which is crazy because he did phenomenal in that job. A blink and you'll miss it cameo from Gary Oldman as President Truman. Awesome job across the board. It's just very funny how many actors, most of them are Oscar winners, are just in like 2 to 3 scenes of this movie. So the fact that they wanted to be in a Christopher Nolan movie and not have top billing, but yet just wanted to be in several scenes, says very much that Christopher Nolan is one of the most wanted working directors to be around in Hollywood. All his movies just have a cinematic flair and quality to them. He doesn't use any CGI, and if he does, it's very minimal. It's very you can't see what is going on with the CGI that they use, if any. I didn't spot any CGI used in this movie at all, and if I did, it may have been for backgrounds that are used just to enhance the scene. But I'd have really nothing bad to say about the movie other than the fact that it's just a very perfectly executed film that will stand the test of time. It's one of the best biopics in cinema history. Like many of these biopics, you don't really know if they're telling 100% the authenticity of this person's backstory. I mean, we've seen a lot of biopics in Hollywood, JFK, Nixon, J. Edgar Hoover, all these movies, show a side to this person that we've never seen before. And, I feel like Christopher Nolan has done it best so far with a biopic on J. Oppenheimer. He's a very flawed, very articulate man that is played brilliantly by Cillian Murphy. This is his movie. No doubt will be nominated for Best Actor Oscar, as well as Robert Downey Jr., who did phenomenal as Admiral Strauss, whatever they pronounce him in the movie. Both amazing performances in the film, just impeccable every time they're on the scene. Another big part of the movie was the cinematography by Hoyt van Hoytema. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Hoytema. He's done Interstellar, he's done Dunkirk. He's pretty much the new staple for Christopher Nolan movies. I know Wally Pfister wanted to do his own thing. That was Nolan's first cinematographer, but Hoyt has done an amazing job just executing brilliantly in every frame that J. Oppenheimer's in. The scenes where they test the A-bomb, just amazing. For a movie that is just about testing a bomb, the actual scene where they test it at the end is incredibly intense, because they put all their resources into this thing that they have no idea how it's going to respond to. How if the test is going to be a failure, it's all riding on this one moment. And with the direction of Christopher Nolan, it's just an amazing blockbuster of a movie. It's like hard to say, you know, you have to see it to believe it in order to watch it, but like every line of dialogue, every scene, every time the score is used, the sound design is incredible. It's just, once the bomb goes off, it just vibrates the whole theater as if you're actually there. So where does this rank in Christopher Nolan's filmography? In all honesty, The Dark Knight is still Christopher Nolan's #1 film. That's definitely his masterpiece, his magnum opus when it comes to cinema and storytelling. But then I feel like this is just a very close #2 with Inception. Inception and Oppenheimer could be 2 and 3, followed by The Prestige. Those are, my top 4 of his. And then, I mean, it's not any Christopher Nolan movie is a great movie in its own right. So I haven't yet to see one bad movie. Tenet, which I had a hard time, just, it's all over the place. So that was like meh at best, but it was still very good and very fresh. Christopher Nolan's always pushing the envelope when it comes to storytelling and filmmaking. And I feel like he's one of the only daring directors that goes above and beyond to make sure his movies are very much vastly different from anything else you see in Hollywood. So I'm very much looking forward to what he's coming out with next down the pipeline, although for the next few months up until February when Oscar season comes along, the talk of the town will be Oppenheimer, and one of the best picture movies of the year. I highly suggest you see it as soon as possible. It is the best movie of the summer right now, but definitely stay tuned for more from me, the Box Office Bookie, and I'll get back to you when I have more time to do more videos. Take care.